It's a pretty short turnaround, but here we are again, ready for another weekend installment of Bears football. And how exciting it is. And I gotta say here something. It's Bears versus Cowboys in Dallas, or wherever the hell the stadium is, Arlington, what have you, on a Sunday. Why is this game not in prime time? Like, you would think, if you're going to force us to watch the Bears in prime time, and we know the NFL loves to always pound the Cowboys into a featured block time slot, you know, like the Cowboys are freaking the John Cena of the NFL, pound it down your throat no matter what. I'm really surprised that the Bears played the Patriots on Monday night instead of playing the Cowboys on Monday night. That felt odd to me. But nonetheless, we are here. It's still a 1 o'clock kickoff, and you know it's probably going to be America's Game of the Week! Whatever. Anyways, let's talk about this matchup. Bears and Cowboys. The Chicago Bears come in at 3-4 after the surprising blowout win over the Patriots on Monday night, 33-14. Biggest takeaway from that is, for the first time all season, you finally saw the Chicago Bears offense tailored to the skills and strengths of Justin Fields as the quarterback. What a novel concept.
Put him up. Put him up. I'm the offensive coordinator. I got courage. It took me 7 games, but I'm going to tailor my skills around Justin Fields. 3rd and 8, halfback dive.
I mean, seriously. Like, if bum-ass fans like us could see right away, hey, stop trying to put Justin Fields into a situation that he's not suited to be in right now. Utilize his strengths, emphasize and maximize those. Why in the hell did it take the coaching staff 7 games to do so? I'll never get that, but at least they finally did. And he certainly looked better. He looked the most comfortable he had all year. However, Bears fans still need to pump the brakes quite a bit here. Let's not get too overly excited. The offense is still 32nd in the league in passing yards per game. Justin Fields only has 1,048 passing yards in 7 games. That means he's averaging less than 150 passing yards a game. That's not good. I don't care what metric or standard you use. They're 25th in the league in points scored per game. So this is still a doo-doo-ass offense. It's just when you look at Week 7, Monday night, they finally started to tailor the offensive game plan and approach to Justin Fields, which is like, duh, that's like basic coaching 101 crap. Why the hell it takes 7 weeks to do so? But I did find it interesting that Ryan Poles said, hey, got this win in primetime on Monday night. That doesn't matter. We're getting Robert Quinn the hell out of here. He was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. He wasn't going to be back anyways. He needed to give the young guys a shot like Dominique Robinson and Travis Gibson, give them more run. So it had to happen. And it's not like Robert Quinn was lighting the world on fire defensively anyways. Now, granted, he's facing a lot of double teams, but still, like, it's not really that much of a loss at this point. What is a loss for the Bears, at least theoretically, I suppose, is that for an offensive line that's already kind of doo-doo bad, especially more so as a pass-protecting unit, it gets worse. Lucas Patrick, Mr. Glass Wrist himself, he's now on IR. And then right tackle Larry Borum is also out of action this week with a concussion. And unfortunately for Bears fans, somehow the scourge of the center position, Sam Mustipher, still resides there. Somehow. So your line gets worse every week that Sam Mustipher's there. Your right tackle's out. Lucas Patrick, who is supposed to be starting at guard, is out, although he's not very good either. But to that point, against the Cowboys team that can get after the quarterback, this is a recipe for potential disaster. Meanwhile, when we talk about the Dallas Cowboys, you know, maybe the fact that they're 5-2 might not be a huge surprise. It might not be. But what's probably surprising is the fact that they're 5-2 and Dak Prescott missed most of the season with the thumb injury. And perhaps what's even more surprising of that, and that's what's crazy about this whole deal, is the Cowboys are 5-2, won several games without Dak Prescott as their quarterback, and they're only in 3rd place in the NFC East. Just think about that. The Eagles are ahead of them. They're still undefeated. The Giants are sitting there at 6-1. The Cowboys at 5-2 are in 3rd in that division. That's crazy to me. For the Cowboys, I suppose, depending upon your perspective, this was good or really good news that Dak Prescott returned into the fold last Sunday in the team's 24-6 win over the Detroit Lions, although I think it's safe to say that he didn't exactly look great, but he was out for a few weeks, so maybe that makes sense. But it's their defense. Like, it's been team success that has helped put the Cowboys in this 5-2 spot. And it's their defense in particular that's really carried them this year. They're 6th in the league in yards allowed, 1st in the league in sacks, so they are getting after the quarterback at a great clip. They're 2nd in the league in points allowed, so their defense has kept them in all of their games. Now you look at this matchup for Sunday, you'll wonder, like, how is it going to be impacted by Ezekiel Elliott? It sounds like he's going to be held out on Sunday. And then Micah Parsons was an addition to the injury report. Like, there's a guy right there. You're talking about a top-tier talent that the Bears might not have to face. Like, that impacts the Cowboys' defense. So if he's not able to go or if he's limited, this Cowboys' defense could be at less than full strength. When you look at the keys to this game, you look at the Bears, first and foremost, it is, once again, just like you did on Monday night, no reason to change the formula. You have got to better tailor your offensive game plan, your offensive play calling around Justin Fields' strengths and skills. Those strengths and skills are his athleticism, his ability to run, his ability to throw the ball into tight windows, get the ball down the field with his arm strength. Like, that's what you need to focus on. Less of the precision passing shit, less of trying to make him a pocket passer. Like, he's not there right now. So don't try to go against the grain. If the Bears are in a spot where they do a better job of unleashing Justin Fields' skills like they were Monday night, like, it creates some problems for the Cowboys defense, just like it creates a problem for any defense. Because you either got to keep a guy to spy, and that's taking somebody that's not going to be rushing the passer. It's somebody that's not going to be dropping back in zone or in man and playing coverage. Or you don't, and you run the risk of Justin Fields is going to get into 3rd and 8, and then he's just going to pick up the first down, and you feel like you don't know what the hell you're doing. So that's the key. The other key for the Bears offensively is they've got to be able to find a way to protect Justin Fields. So whether that's rolling him out, moving pockets, as that offensive line unit in front of him, you shouldn't have a lot of confidence in it right now. You're down multiple starters from what was already a weak pass blocking unit. Yeah, that's a reason for concern. Meanwhile, when you look at the Cowboys, this Bears team is very susceptible to the run, so you need to get Tony Pollard the ball early and often. And then defensively, whether you have Micah Parsons or not, you've got to get after Justin Fields. You've got to get after him. Get to him early, establish a tone, kind of shake his rhythm and his confidence a little bit. And if you do that, like, all the moving around in the world isn't going to make much of a difference because the young man's going to be rattled. The Cowboys are favored by 10 in this matchup, which, to me, is a reflection of a couple of things, perhaps. One is overrating the Cowboys. I don't mean that disrespectfully. I'm just saying, like, they're 5-2, but it's not like they're world beaters. Or B, it's a reflection of, even though the Bears just whooped the Patriots' ass on Monday night, maybe the money in Vegas don't buy into the Patriots that much, so they don't put much stock in what you saw out of the Bears. But I look at this and I say, man, 10 points? That's a damn big spread here. Am I missing something? Am I not paying attention to something? Or is this like an overvalue of the Cowboys and a bit of an undervalue of the Bears? And that's what I'm trying to think through. And I think it's a bit of an overvalue of the Cowboys and a bit of an undervalue of the Bears. I think the Cowboys are the better team, yes. I think the Cowboys are going to win this game, yes. But 10 points feels pretty generous just from where I'm looking right now. I think this is one of those matchups where, it could be a close game, and the longer the Bears stay in it in a close game, like, the more confident they'll feel that they have a shot to actually win this thing. I like the Cowboys to win here in some type of, like, lower scoring, close to the festive fair, because after all, it wouldn't be Bears football if you didn't have that. So I'm going to say something like Cowboys 23, Bears 17. It feels right. That 1 week performance on Monday night against the Patriots is much more of an outlier, a fluke, an aberration versus the norm. And until established otherwise, the Bears' norm is still to not be able to move the ball a lot through the air and not score a lot of points. That said, it's not like the Cowboys have been lighting the world on fire either. And that, in particular, is what really scares me if you're a bettor and you're saying, I'm going to take Dallas minus the 10. That's an awfully big spread for a team that doesn't score a ton of points. Just saying. So we'll see how this matchup plays out. I'm sure the NFL will be happy because they got this game. 2 huge fan bases, 2 huge media markets, 2 real draws in terms of viewership. So, yeah, I'm sure Bears and Cowboys fans are being totally rational on the internet this weekend. Yeah, let's go.